Howdy, howdy. This is Blue Otter. Today we're looking at Sudocats. This is a Sudoku style game with cats. This is by the same devs who did A Planet Full of Cats. So you will notice several of the cats. And what I'm going to do in this episode is we're going to look at the instructions, the gallery, we're going to introduce the cats, and I'm going to show you all the solutions at the end, but I'll show you how this basically plays. So with the instructions, you have a grid. You're going to place a cat, or you can place a note. You can select a placement, or you could have a hint. You can also discard hints, and then there are some in-game options as well. For the gallery, we do have all of the cats. We have Mr. Fino, Mr. Fofino, we have Judy, Lily, Romeo, Vitus, Amy. I actually had a tortoiseshell. That was my first cat. Thomas. Horace. And Mimi. So there are some really cool steps where they go through how to introduce cats. There are 3 tiers of puzzles, 4x4, 6x6, and 9x9. There is a random puzzle generator, daily challenges, and extra puzzles. You also unlock 3 cat toys, which help with revealing specific squares. So we have extra puzzles. We're going to do a 6x6 puzzle. So one of the things that you can do is you can switch the track here. You can switch between cats and numbers. You can also change out the color of the mat that the cats are actually on with some different styles. And you can also change out the background. I prefer the darker ones because I usually have a dark theme on my computer. Makes it a little bit easier for my eyes. So for this is very simple. We're just going to check to make sure where the cats can go. So here I can see that we're only going to have 6 of the cats, not all 9. But this cat has to go here. And that means we're going to have that one. And then we'll put it right there. And that should complete that one. We do have 6. So let's look at the calico. And here we're going to do calico here and calico here. Mr. Fofino will have to go here, here, here because they can't be up here. We'll have to have there. So that's Fofino. Now for, I believe that's starts with a V. Have them. And right here. And this one we can easily go in and see who am I missing. We're missing the Siamese. So here is, again, the Siamese right here. And we can go and look and see who we're missing. We're missing Judy. So missing Judy here. And the last cat that we're going to put in is Siamese. And that is how you solve these puzzles. So I'm going to go through and show y'all what the solutions are for each one of these, as well as fully introducing each of the cats that you are introduced to and hosts each level. Fofino, sweet and playful, date of birth unknown, breed rescued Moggy, likes attention, running, and around after pooping, dislikes female cats. Trivia, he's I think that's Feluke negative, and is very affectionate towards humans. And he has an Instagram page. We have Judy, talkative and needy. Date of birth, March 14th, 2009. Breed, self-rescued Moggy. Cat distribution system. Likes humans, attention, lap, dislikes every other animal. Trivia, every night she sleeps cuddled with her humans. Lily, playful but also shy. Date of birth, someday in 2015. Breed, rescued Moggy. Likes being petted, Fofino. Dislikes visitors and rain. Trivia, she was rescued pregnant from the streets and is mother to both Lino and Giovanni. Check out at game credits. Check out here that in a second. Romeo, playful and funny, date of birth, someday in 2016. Breed, mixed breed adopted, likes being petted cat toys, dislikes her cat sister Leona. Trivia, her real name is Fofo, and he is a lovely blind cat. Vitus, sassy and fearless. Date of birth, October 8th, 2016. Breed, adopted Maggie. Likes cat toys, being by windows. Dislikes children. Trivia, he's brother to two Devcats, Leo and Giovanni. Check them out in game credits. Amy represents all tortoiseshell cats. Unfortunately, we have never met a tortoiseshell cat personally, so we present these precious ladies for your appreciation. Did you know that tortoiseshell cats have one of the lowest adoption rates? For some strange reason, adopters find them, quote, ugly. Can you believe that? Go visit a shelter to meet the tortoiseshell cat of your life and help them find their forever home. Trivia: most tortoiseshell cats are female. So here we have Morgana, Juju, Belle, Karen and Yuki, Arizona, Felicia, Angel, Julia, Chili, and Penelope. My very first cat was a tortoiseshell and kind of looked like a mix between Julia and Penelope. She was a really good kitty. Thomas, calm and wise, date of birth 12 July 2003, breed unknown, rescue. Likes playing with water and biting his human, dislikes closed doors. Trivia: his real name is Seth, and he crossed the Rainbow Bridge in early 2017 due to cancer. Rest in peace, Seth. Horace, loyal and funny, date of birth unknown, breed adopted Waggy, likes lap rolling on concrete, dislikes being alone. Trivia, he was rescued with some missing fur and some missing teeth. Hashtag adopt a black cat. Mimi, clever and cheerful, date of birth October 8th, 2016, breed adopted Moggy, likes cat toys, eating plants, dislikes being alone, and catnip. Trivia, she thinks she is human. And here we have the Devcats, Mr. Fafino, game designer, Judy, bossy CEO, Lino, sound engineer, Lily, anti-social media, and Giovanni, artist and model. You adopted a cat, you are amazing. Let's face it, half the time cats adopt us. Cats are mostly driven by scent and sight, so it's absolutely necessary that the new cat doesn't see or scent resident cats and vice versa, as it can be a true disaster. Here we reunite some advices for you to successfully introduce cats to live in a harmonious home. But first, the most important step for this whole process is spay and neuter all of your cats, including the newcomer. By doing this, you're providing a more effective way to introduce your cats, as there won't have any sexual disputes. So first thing is to separate the new cat in an exclusive room. This room must have a door that you can lock, so resident cats won't break in and ruin all the introduction process. You should include in this new room cat food, water bowl, litter box away from food and water, scratching posts, comfy beds, a cozy hiding place so that the new cat gets to calmly settle into their new environment. Don't ever get angry with any of the cats if any one of them hisses or growls at the door. Instead, give them treats so that they can relate each other with something positive. And remember, keep this room's door closed at all time. Only the new cat and their belongings and you are allowed inside this room. After a week, you'll start to introduce all cats by their scent. Choose some piece of cloth like a towel or a sock and gently stroke the new cat to grab its scent. Leave the cloth outside the new cat's room so resident cats are able to sniff it. Now take some other piece of cloth and do the same on resident cats and leave this cloth in the new cat's room so he or she can smell new cat's scent. Don't worry if, smell the resident cat's scent. Don't worry if any of the cat's hisses, it's a normal reaction. This whole step is known as the cat hello. So it's really important not to skip it. Again, give them treats and keep doing this scent process for a couple of days. At this stage, you can begin to feed all cats through the door. New cats has their food served near the closed door from inside their room, and residents' cats are fed on the other side of the door. That way, all cats can smell each other while enjoying some tasty food and relate each other's scents with something pleasant. You can also do the swapping process for a short period of the day. Swap resident cats to the new cat's room and vice versa. They can't see each other. You could solve this by locking new cat at the bathroom first and then put resident's cats in the new cat's room. Now lock new cat's room door with resident cats inside and release the new cat from the bathroom so he or she can explore the whole house. This process is for them to get to know each other, and it is an utterly important step. Seeing each other through a gap. If all went well in the previous process, if every cat in the house is relaxed and not hissing at each other or at the new cat's door anymore, you can start the ICU process. Slowly open the gap of the new cat's door, less than 5 centimeters or 2 inches, and somehow lock it in this position so any of the cats aren't able to open it but are still able to see each other. A screen door is also very helpful in this case, but remember to just leave a gap visible so cats won't see each other fully. If no hisses or growling happen at this stage, give cats a treat, and after a couple of days repeat this ICU process. You could safely move to the next step. Now it's time to eat together. Without any barriers, feed all the cats in the same space, but with some distance, about 1 meter or 40 inches or more from each other. Remember to offer them some really good and tasty food. If all goes well, no hissing, growling, or fighting, it's time to play together now. Let's play. Choose a toy that cats really enjoy, like those wands with feathers, and get to tire those cats out. If all cats are playing and paying no attention to each other whatsoever, you're finally at the final stage of the introduction process. Now that everything is going well, you can leave the new cat's door open with his or her belongings inside for some days and under supervision. Play every single day with all the cats in the house while giving them treats. If no fights, stalking, hissing, or growling happen during the days, you can now claim the new cat as a cat resident. Some extra advice. If some fight happens among the cats, you must go back to step 1 and try every step all over again, but please don't give up and take your time. With patience and love, you can do it. You're part of this little creature's history now, and you're very important. Love knows no boundaries. Disclaimer, whenever in doubt or having issues with your cat's adaptations, please check with a feline veterinarian. This manual is just a small guide, and you should always consider professional advice. Thank you for watching. Have an utterly fantastic day, and see you next time.